Hello, everyone, and I welcome all of you to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. Friends, today we have a special guest with us. His name is Rahul Sinha. He recently got selected in TCS Digital for a package of 7 lakhs per annum. Now, today he is here and he is going to share his experience like how did he crack TCS Digital, I mean, the written test, the interview, and the complete timeline. So, each and everything he is going to share with us. So, first of all, I would like to congratulate you, Rahul, for your success.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so before I bombard you with lot of questions, can you please introduce
Okay.
yourself?
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank you, Pratik sir, for giving me this wonderful opportunity so that I can help the juniors. At first, my name is Rahul Sinha, and I have completed my BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering background. And my college is located in in Durgapur, and whose name is Dr. BC Roy Engineering College. And my overall CGPA is 8.26. That's all about me.
Okay, great. So, you are 2024 pass out, right?
Yes, sir.
And what is your
Recently, I
branch?
passed out. My branch is Electronics and Communication Engineering.
Okay, so being from electronics and communication engineering, you were able to crack TCS Digital. So that's really good. Okay, so because many of the
Okay.
students know, they think like they're from electronics and communication, TCS will not hire for digital or for prime role. So this way the will be the misconception among them. Okay, anyway, so can you please let me know like when did you apply for it, when did you write your test, and when did you attend the interview, when did the result come? So like some information I wanted from you.
Okay, sir. Okay. At first, it was happen in the month of April when I was just scrolling the YouTube and suddenly I have seen your channel. At first, I was basically scrolling to see the updates regarding the job because sir, as we are belong to the 2024 batch, we are
Mhm.
very much struggling with the placements. So at that moment, I see that you have just uploaded that TCS is going to hire 2024 batch. So at first it clicked me that whether it is true or not, because there are many updates regarding this, but that is different from the fact. So after I am seeing, after completely watching your video, suddenly after half an hour in my official placement group in my college WhatsApp group, there is an update came that TCS is going to hire 2024 batch and this is going to be a mass hiring. So it was really a happy event for me because till date I have not been uh, I have not got that offer from any other companies such that such a big brand name. Because as we all know that TCS is really very big brand name as it matters. So after that, sir, my exam was on 26th of April on the second shift from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. And it was near the center is near my college, so I given from there. And I don't know I actually don't know the exact date when I got the update regarding the interview because I am pretty. I was not so sure because I was able to solve only one question in the TCS that NQT, and my aptitude was not so good. It was just an average because I was able to solve only 15 questions on an average.
Mhm.
So I think that I will get a ninja offer, but I was not sure that I am surely going to get the digital offer.
Mhm.
But when the results came suddenly in the evening, I was scrolling and the Gmail notification just came on my phone, and that you have been selected for the digital interview on 27th. No, at first, 27th of April.
Mhm.
So it really kicked me a lot that I have been selected for this opportunity because as in my college, it was a myth that the digital profile is very tough,
Mhm.
very tough. As I heard from my senior, they
Mhm.
have also given the exam and very few of them have cleared them. So that's a myth in my mind. But after all, as you all know, after that I got the offer letter also after giving the interview.
Okay. So before I ask some more question to you, so what was uh, the role of online study for you in your selection? So one thing I could say, like you must have felt the channel is genuine because, as you said, like you watched the TCS hiring notification and after half an hour you got the email from or message from your
Mhm.
college. So what was the role of online study for you in your
Sir,
whole journey?
online study for you is just gives us such a platform that is very much related to fact, something which is not a myth, something if any company going to hire in future, you are the first one who came with the news. And after that, we got news from the college and from in the same in the Infosys hiring also. You gave us the first that the specialist programmer role. After that, in our college, and we will go. We got to know through the mail. So same thing happens. And in my TCS NQT preparation, see, everyone prepares for the aptitude and the verbal and the advanced. Everyone prepares, but the thing which matters, how you tackle the questions which comes, and you can only tackle if you know how the questions are going to come in the exam. So, in the last one shot videos of all yours, especially the verbal, that helped me a lot. That really helped me a lot. Verbal ability questions, that because the most of the question patterns which I got in the exam are nearly same. And the aptitude section, especially some of the tricky question here, which is about to profit and loss, just some of the tricky question which we can solve, but it will take some more time. But but the video which I have seen, it helped me a lot in this way, that you are telling that we can solve this in such a minimum time. Because in TCS the aptitude questions are hard with time. You have to balance time with accuracy, and that's the actually challenge over here. Because many of the aptitude you can solve anyhow, you will get the answer, but in
True, true,
TCS you need accuracy with challenge. You have to tackle both of them, then only you can then only you can solve that questions.
true, true, true.
So
At least
all
in
the one shot questions really helped me.
okay. At least for 2024, the paper was very tough actually for aptitude and all. But 2025, it has become relatively easy. So that is one thing like for 2025, guys. Okay. So now jumping directly towards your interview. So can you please let me know like what happened in your interview? I mean, it happened in college or like I want to know from the beginning, like when you
Okay,
went
sir.
and then what happened exactly, like how many resumes, paper, a copy of resume you took. So like complete things about your
Okay,
interview
sir.
process.
Okay, sir. At first, I would like to tell that after receiving the offer, after receiving the interview update that I have been shortlisted for the digital role. My college called me up for everyone. Yeah, my college called everyone up for a brief introduction that how we have to prepare and how much candidates should TCS going to hire this year. So that was a confidence boost at first. After that, my college conducted practice interview type sessions for us. So at first I was very much worried because I have never given an offline interview at first, and that was also a technical, so which with core IT, because sir, I belong to EC, so
Mhm.
most of the companies that I have given is mostly related to the core companies, not the IT field. So this is my first interview. So I've when I am going through the interview, the interviewer asks me various questions, and he has a list of questions that he is going to ask. He is going to test my programming. He is going to test my programming skills, the language skills, and the DSA skills with the the complementary subjects, computer networking, and then SQL, all those. So at that interview, sir, I was able to answer all the questions related to programming, but I was not sure about the SQL part, because that is weaker part,
Mhm.
because I was not able to complete all the subject, because we have to focus on that also. And
Mhm.
at the time of my interview, my final semester exam is also going on, so I have to prepare both. So after the interview, the interviewer means the interview who take my interview at the college, he only told me that you need to focus on the latest technology and the SQL part, means the core subjects, else you are okay, you are you can be selected for the digital. So that's give me a good confidence boost. Uh, After that my exam begins, my final semester begins. So I am worried that if the interview date lies between or overlap with the exam date, then how can I be? But thanks to God that I got my interview date on 27th of June, after my final semester end.
Mhm.
So
Mhm. Good.
that's the point. After that, I have on 27th, my interview location is Kolkata, Salt Lake. So I went there. I have to wait for 6 hours. I have went there approximately 9 a.m. and my
Mhm.
interview was scheduled approximately 3:20. HR had come and tell me that you are the next one whom we are going to interview. So I was nervous from the beginning, but at that time was my heartbeat was going all through. So after that, when I went there, the the environment was very much chilling type. Means the HR was so good
Mhm.
that she calmed me down at first, but the TR is not present at that time. So the MR and the HR is only there. So MR started asking me all
Mhm.
the question that why have you a gap year? No introduction. Just he asked me that why have you gap year, and you belongs to electronics background. So just answer few of the questions. So he asked me about antenna gain,
Mhm.
antenna lobe, and some of the active and passive circuit. But I was not able to give the antenna lobe. So I have basically introduced myself that I am more interested in
Mhm.
programming thing, not in the code. But some of the basics I have learned that I have told them. So after that, he is more interested at why I have given a gap. So I have explained the reasons. At that moment, the TR entered the room. So as soon that TR entered after his lunch, so he asked me the first question that what that you have mentioned in your CV that you know HTML and CSS. So the very first question he asked me that okay, now design a text box which only accept character alphabets, smaller or uppercase or lowercase.
Mhm.
So I designed the text box.
Mhm.
After that, he asked me that okay, you have done now you design a submit button. So I have also designed a submit button. We have to write the whole HTML code that how that works. So
How you
I
writing
have
it? You are writing it on paper or?
on a pen paper,
Mhm.
on a paper, sir.
Mhm.
After that, he was good to go. He's seen that I have completed. So he has asked me a simple question. Okay, you have made a text box. You have made a submit button. Can your text box only take inputs of alpha, uppercase, and lowercase characters?
Mhm.
So at first, I think because in HTML and CSS there is no way.
Mhm.
As far as my knowledge, there is no way. So I was a little bit confused. So he given me a hint. Do you heard the name of JavaScript? So as I have also done JavaScript little bit, so I have also tell him, sir, okay, we will make a check condition that if the entered characters is not is other than alphabets, then we will print. Then we'll give a error. So he's okay with my answer. After that, he comes that he is basically dive me into the Java concepts.
Mhm.
So I've mentioned at first that sir, I have mentioned C++. My strong language is C++. So after that, he shift into the C++ and asked me a basic question. Okay, Rahul, just tell me that how you will determine that whether a number is odd or even.
Mhm.
It's a basic question. So I basically tell them in orally that if I% 2 double equals to 0. So he asked me that what is that modulo operator works. So I
Mhm.
basically tell them that it basically gives us a reminder. So after that he's okay. So he after that he asked me, okay, just print one all the odd numbers between 1 and 100. So the brute force is just run a loop through 1 to 100 and just check and then print. After that, he gave me again the same question on the odd or even number. He just gave me, okay, I will just now print all the odd numbers between 1 and 10 to the power 6. Okay, sir.
Mhm.
So after that, he asked me that what are your approaches? So I basically told them, sir, I will approach from I1 as the odd number begins from 1, and by incrementing by updating the operator by I plus 2, we will always get an odd number.
Mhm.
But the benefit of using this is we will not go through 1 to 10 to the power 6. We will use 1 10 to the power 6 by 2 times. So
Mhm.
we will not use that whole loop. We will only use 10 to the power 6 times.
Mhm.
So that basically impressive. He also asked me that why. Can you apply in the previous one? So I still okay. Suppose we have to find odd numbers between 1 to 100. We will not iterate the loop from 1 to 100. We will only iterate the loop 1 to 50. We will get all the odd numbers. So why to use the more time?
Mhm.
So it impressed him. So after that, he as he sees that I have answered all the questions in programming, so he basically shift to the SQL part, which
Okay.
was really my weaker part, as I told. So after that, in my SQL, so he basically draws a table and asks me some of the queries. But my luck is good at that time that the queries which I basically learned, all the queries came here. So at first, he's asked me a basic query related. He basically built a table where student ID and the age, no marks were there. So at first he tell me that okay, print the highest marks. We can
Mhm.
print the second highest mark.
Mhm.
So I do that by writing the SQL query. So after that he asked me, okay, you have done that. After that he give me more two queries which I don't remember now. But at the end, he asked me to print all the names, but you have to make a condition that you are
Mhm.
printing name, ID,
Mhm.
with marks, but the marks should be greater than 60.
Mhm.
At the end, he asked me that question. He asked me
Mhm.
approximately five query. After this query, he's impressed that I have answered all the technical question. But he also didn't stop there. After that, he asked me related some cloud computing. But as the interview is going in such a roller coaster ride type, so at that instant, it cannot stuck in cannot came into my mind that
Mhm.
what. But I know the basics, so I tell them.
Mhm.
So after that, he asked me that give some of the examples of cloud computing. So I
Mhm.
basically matlab, examples of cloud storage type. So which is present on our Android phone. So I'm thinking which what are the services that in our present in our Android phone. So after he gave me that you where you store your photos. So there I came to know that Google Photos, Google Drive are the cloud services.
Mhm.
So after that he asked me the last question. Okay, Rahul, just I will take your IQ test. So I said, sir, okay, sir. So he gave me a question, a minus x into b minus x into dot 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 z minus x. He tell me that you have only 30 seconds, just answer the question. So after that, as I as this is a childhood question, everyone know that the answer will be zero. X minus x, zero into something will be zero. So
Mhm.
after that, he tell, okay, I am done. Now you can take means MR can take my interview. In the MR round, sir, he was the one which troubles me a lot.
Mhm.
He troubles me a lot. He asks every question, each and every question. He has not left any question.
Mhm. Mhm.
Means
What?
at first he has said, why do you join to why you would join to TCS? So I answered him that I want to service to the nation. All these questions. After that, he asked me, okay, just tell me difference between critical thinking and normal thinking. So I was stuck that so I was trying to answer his question that critical thinking where we have to think a lot from where we can take up a particular output, but he's feeling you are guessing or you actually know. So I told the truth that sir, I'm trying to answer your question. So okay, after that he asked me, tell me the difference between effective communication and normal communication.
Mhm.
So I was again trying to tell him, but he was not pretty much he was not that okay with my answer. So he tell me, okay, you are trying or so I again say, sir, no, sir, I'm just trying. So after that, he tell me, okay, you are an engineer, so you have to balance your time. You have to balance your time. So he asked me that how you will write 5 lines, how you balance time. Is such type of question is has been asked to me. So I write 4 lines. I forgot the fifth line. So after that, he read the all the 4 lines and asked me one question. How do you? I have written one line that we can divide equal time to equal work so that our each work will be completed within a stipulated time. So he tell me that how do you know that which time that how much work will need how much time. So I was a little bit confused at that time. Actually, this was not taught in our syllabus. This is from the one I have asked one of my CS friends. They have told me one concept that they have been taught. So I was not sure about that. After that, he tell me, okay, if I give you a project on Ruby on Rails, this was the name of the software and he told me that you have not mentioned it in your CV. So you will leave it, you will leave the project, or you will learn it. So I tell him, sir, that yes, sir, I will definitely learn it as my strength is I am a good learner. He take the keyword I am a good learner and just throw me to reverse way. Okay, Rahul, I am a very bad learner. Just write within 3 lines how to be a good learner. So after that, again I have to lines 3 lines that good, attentive to work, focused on learn in such a way that you
Mhm.
don't need to focus again on the
Mhm.
same thing.
Okay.
After that, last line on the last line I mentioned
Mhm.
that we should keep a passion inside on learn new things. We
Mhm.
should keep a passion of learning new things. And after that, he read all the 3 lines. After that, he told me, okay, I am okay. I am okay with this interview. Now you can take. That means he's telling the HR ma'am. So HR came and HR basically asking me the normal questions you all know. Just he's trying to more smoothening the interview. So he
Mhm.
asked me some of the questions related to how many members are there, where do I live, after that my hobbies. She also asked my hobbies. After that she indulged me into an important question which she asked me that what was the scenario matlab, means TCS is means the employers are working in which mode. either in work from home or work from office or in hybrid mode. So I tell ma'am, because I heard from my senior that he's working from home. So I it got into my mind that someone is working from office and someone is working from home. Means it's a hybrid mode. So I tell ma'am. So ma'am boli, okay, you are telling that hybrid mode is going on. Just suggest me. Then I have told him that give me one advantage and disadvantage between work from home and work from office. So I basically give him that if we work from office, it will be a monotonous and we will not be going to work effectively. After in 1 week, we will do our effectiveness. We will do our work with full efficiently. But after that, it will go decreasing.
Mm-hmm.
So she asked me, okay, then give me a one advantage and disadvantage for work from home. So I basically give her that from by working from home, it is not just like a monotonous. We can do simultaneous thing at the same time, but it will also a refreshing to us, and we can do our work with we can do our with more efficient. So, but I give a disadvantage in this that the discipline is not maintained, which is maintained in the office. So she directly asked me that if the discipline is not maintained, then how can you work? So I tell her that, ma'am, discipline in working will be maintained, but other things will not be in discipline. See, if you got a meeting in the lunch time, we have to take the meeting instead of taking our lunch. So that is not a discipline. After that, she asked me that, okay, I will ask you a last question, which is a riddle.
Mm-hmm.
So I riddle question. So I basically think about the riddle that we can answer anything. So she asked me that put the elephant into the fridge. This was the last question asked by her. So I
Mm-hmm.
was thinking. Then I suddenly answered, okay, ma'am, zero. Ma'am basically asked me the number of steps I required to put the elephant on the fridge. So I basically answered any. So I answered, ma'am, zero. So ma'am at first looking at me and smiling, and she asked me that why zero? So I was a little bit confused at this point because I was not sure that what was the answer, because I have only 60 seconds. So after that, ma'am, okay. But they were always telling me that, yeah, if you got placed in TCS, you should make your mind ready that you have to work 8 hours a day and you have to work 5 days, 5 days a week, and you may be located in any other place in India. So
Mm-hmm.
they were basically giving hints to me that maybe I get got selected. After this, my interview ended. My interview lasts approximately 45 to 50 minutes. It
Mm-hmm.
approximately lasts.
Mm-hmm.
So after coming out the interview, my I am pretty much sure that my TR is good, HR is also good, but my MR round, that is really where I got stuck at some
Mm-hmm.
of the questions. But I answered most of the question, but I stuck at 2 to 3 questions. That
Mm-hmm.
was I'm not sure that whether I will be selected as digital also or ninja also. So
Mm-hmm.
as these were my interview ends.
Okay, but finally you were selected for digital. Great, Rahul. So, see, it's definitely it's a it's a proud moment when you get selected for a companies like brand like TCS. So TCS is a brand. Moreover, like I had also mentioned in one of the videos. So one TCS alone, right? So takes care of almost like 3 million people around the world actually. So total around 6 to 7 lakhs employees they have. Every employees will
Hmm.
have their family members. There are so many stalls outside the offices. So
Hmm.
TCS is not only helping engineers, but it is helping their families, their
Yes, sir.
the many street vendors and so many things, right? So that's great, and definitely you should work very hard once you get into TCS as well, and then
Hmm.
only the TCS will reach where today it is, and in terms of technology also it will be definitely reaching the heights. So that was a great session with you, and it will definitely going to help students a lot. Thank you, Rahul, for coming to the platform and guiding a student.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.